Thank you. Perfecto. And if you want to write in chat where you're calling in from, please do. I always like to bring us together through the lands that we're on, the grid and all. Whoops. I gotta turn my volume off on YouTube. There we go. All right. Love you all. Let's get started. All right, welcome, welcome, beautiful friends, beautiful souls, to this wonderful opportunity to connect into You Are Your Purpose. Really grateful to gather today in this circle of light, in this circle of purpose, all together, uplifting the connections that we're here to be and to know. So thank you, Charmaine and Ing and Mary and Wade and Lisa. Wow, we have got some beautiful lands coming together today. Belgium, Wales, Ontario, Hawaii, Oregon. Beautiful. All right. Oh, in Panama. All right. I like Panama. I've been to Panama. So let's what we're going to do today is have some fun exploring this whole concept, idea, experience that we're in right now on this planet as a collective and individually, of becoming our purpose and what You Are Your Purpose really is, and what that means in the whole remembrance of knowing, loving, and embodying yourself. So I'll start as usual with our opening, grounding, heart connecting meditation, and then we'll go into just sharing. I'll share more about all these levels and layers of You Are Your Purpose. And then we'll go into a short meditation to support that, of what's present with that. And feel free anytime during this conversation to put something in chat that is alive for you through what I'm saying. I always like to kind of hear, what's going on in your mind or what's coming up in your field as we're moving along. As well as after that, stay till the end, because I'm going to be sharing a special offer for you through this opportunity to deepen your connection with your purpose, yourself. So, so really grateful for all of your beautiful faces and beings to be here today, as well as it's really, really giving yourself the opportunity, the permission to deepen, to go deep into what's here for you in this moment today. So let's begin with our opening meditation. And yes, at the end, you will have an opportunity to ask questions and to share your experience. Didn't want to leave that part out because that's part of the process. So that's always a part of our gatherings. So let's begin. Taking a deep breath in. You're in a safe place too, and you can. Just inviting you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, as you're breathing in, allowing on your exhale your eyes to relax, your jaw to relax, cheeks to relax, your forehead to relax. Inviting yourself here with your inhale, inviting yourself in from anywhere else you've been today. Any interactions that you've had today, maybe thoughts about what's later today, just welcoming yourself, your presence here. And on your exhales, sighing out and allowing your shoulders to relax. You're getting comfortable into your seat, letting your hips relax down into your seat, letting your legs and your feet feel your breath as well. Inhaling, inviting yourself to be here, inviting your awareness, your mind, your heart, your soul, your whole being to be right here, right now, in this present moment. Exhale, allowing any energies that you're no longer needing, anybody, any place, anything, to just gently release out from your physical body and your energy body. Letting all of that energy go, no longer needing to hang on to anybody else's energy. Or maybe thoughts or emotions that are no longer needed in this moment. They can always come back if you need to process anything later. Just welcoming your awareness, your highest awareness that's available for you today in this moment. Seeing this brilliant, sparkly, golden light just coming around this circle. A lot of life, a lot of liveliness flowing around us, welcoming us to remember the sacredness, the divinity, the wholeness that we are in every cell of our bodies, through all our thoughts, through all our experiences. It's welcoming, if you wish to, a golden white light that's floating in this beautiful sparkly ball above your head that represents your life force energy, your purity, your innocence, your pure love, to flow down to the top of your head, down through the center of your head, down through the center of your neck, the center of your upper torso, through the mid-torso, through the lower torso, down through the root, sending this down through the floor, through the ground, through the rock, through the waters, through the earth, all the way down to be greeted and meted and embraced and invited into the beautiful central heart of Mother Gaia. Connect deeply in, consciousness to consciousness, body to body, soul to soul. Allowing through the center channel of light. You can allow, and if you wish to, if you're feeling like you need to expand, welcome that inner light column to expand as wide as it needs to go through your body. It needs to be narrow to maintain your space. Allow it to be narrow. Just really feeling that light flowing, welcoming you to you. As we call from within us, the inner intelligence, the inner love, the inner knowing, the inner connection that is inherently our foundation of life, the foundation of who we are, the foundation of our purpose, the foundation of existence. Inviting that wisdom and love to be present with you, your friend, you. And this beautiful, brilliant diamond in its essence of point to point, from one side to the other, top and bottom and sides. And this beautiful, brilliant bluish white light is showing up to represent the perfection as above, so below, within and without, that we are, to support this space today. And welcoming all of our guides and beautiful friends who may want to join us to support you, support yourself. Just circle around the space, allowing you to individually be in your own space, as well as all of us in this circle of light and purpose here together. And welcoming that light from Mother Gaia up through the center channel of your body and letting it flow up through the base of your spine, through the lower torso, mid torso, upper torso, neck, head, all the way up through the head to source. With the sun, central sun, grand central sun. And then letting that flow down the top of the head, the top of the center of the head, the center of the neck, and into the heart. And breathing here with the unity, the oneness of earth, source, you as one. Letting this great energy expand through the heart. Welcoming this to be the center of your awareness, the pure love at the center of your awareness, from which all is possible. The infinite potential of your being and its highest qualities. Just taking a moment here to breathe into your heart, breathe into your body, allowing yourself, if you wish to just notice any feelings, any thoughts, maybe any anticipations or expectations, and allowing them to just sigh out. Welcoming in the energy, what's here and aligned for you, being open to receive. Open to receive yourself, its highest, most aligned, balanced, harmonized, unified space today. And if you wish to, speaking an intention to yourself, if you have one in your I am affirmative presence, Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for being here, you beautiful being, your soul. Giving yourself some gratitude and honor too for showing up for yourself. That you know in this moment that you're doing the best you can. That you're showing up for what you feel you're aligned to show up for, to support yourself. And this path is always a moment, an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to just be, in that inner space of contentment, connection, wherever we are, however we are. And with that, welcoming yourself here to the space, welcoming the elements in as well, lighting a candle to remind us of that inner spark of life, that divine spark of essence. Welcoming smoke of the sage here to remind us that we're always able to clear out, to resolve, to create a clear path for the earth, that we have foundation, that we have an opportunity to have something to rest upon that supports us and guides us, the stability and the foundation within our bodies and upon the earth, and the waters of life that sustain us, that remind us of our flow, that remind us of the power and the strength and the fluidity of life itself. And the air, the deep breath of life. And the pure energy of life that's within and makes up the living consciousness of all the elements and ourself. And the crystalline nature of our being, the perfection and the geometry and the creation of who we are at its core, at its essence. You in this beauty, in this wholeness, in this power, in this fullness, the greatness of your purpose here in this life. You. Breathing that in. Welcoming yourself to the space. As you breathe into your body, finding that deep centered space within, that you're feeling that inner connection right now, wherever that is within your body. Maybe it's your heart, maybe it's your feet, maybe it's your hands, just wherever you feel that space of connection. Maybe it's your whole body. Just welcoming yourself to come into the space around you as you open your eyes, as we go into this conversation, as we go into this from this space within, that's centered, connected, open, available, and ready to receive. Beautiful. You are your purpose. It's sometimes a little confusing, isn't it? When there's so much in life, when there's so many options, when there's so many emotions, when there's so many thoughts, when there's so many experiences. And sometimes it's not so confusing. It feels really clear and the path is open and we feel that inner connection and it's like, yes, and then, wait, maybe there's another wave of not so sure, right? And a lot of these not so sures are really sometimes planted in our external reality, right? Like what's showing up, what is, what isn't, who we think we are, who we think we aren't, what we should be doing, shouldn't be doing, should be doing, could be doing, would be doing, all those things. And we forget about ourselves and all of that sometimes. Forget about just connecting, breathing, slowing down, caring for the body, the self. And so there's this, as all of you that are here are just feeling your energy and feeling that deep space of, yes to yourself. There's more of that. There's more of that willingness and that yes to tend to you no matter what. And that maybe the external purpose, the idea of what a purpose is really right here and right now in this moment with your breath, with your life force, with your physical body, with the life that is around you, rather than some future, version of yourself that's doing something and has something and is, this image or this identity that we've built up in the mind or in the emotions or the thoughts. Or maybe there was a vision. It's like, that's who I'm supposed to be, or that's what I need to be doing, right? And then there becomes this gap sometimes, right? This gap between the self and that. So this you are your purpose is an opportunity to come into the wholeness of yourself right here, right now. so that the opportunities and of that awareness, that deep awareness, that internal dialogue, that internal connection, the loving the self, the befriending the self, making yourself your beloved, making yourself that space is that driving force of inspiration, motivation, connection, knowing, relaxation, stillness, simplicity, authenticity, all the things, the peace, the quiet that I think most of us, we have those yearnings and desires for, yet we feel that those can't happen unless this happens first, or we have this or that, right? And wait, the present moment, that infinite potential of that purpose right then and there. What's the purpose right here, right now of myself? Yeah, that purpose can just be, yeah, deep breaths, you know, so we don't get lost. We don't get lost, because that inner voice, sometimes we're striving for something, we're striving and we're seeking and we're gathering and we're, contracting and we're looking and we're feeling and we're trying to get something. But really, that get something is really that something that's calling from inside. And so if we just can take that moment to say, oh, wait, right, that voice, it's right here. Maybe I can't necessarily hear it so well right now, or maybe it's loud and I'm trying to figure out how to work with it and how to say yes to it, or how to apply the things that I'm hearing, right? Those subtleties, and then also those bigger nudges. It's like it's can be really challenging for the mind and the body to receive all of those things, or feel like we're not receiving those things, and how to manage all of that, especially when we are in a world where maybe we have jobs and we're have relationships and we're trying to balance all these things. So the purpose of you is just being with yourself in every moment, having that deep space of connection, of reflection. Right, okay, I'm having that thought. Ooh, yeah, that emotion's coming. Ooh, that thing in my body is happening. Oh yeah, right, I'm wanting to respond like this, or I'm not wanting to respond at all, or I'm having these things and going, okay, and what do I want to do with that? It's kind of like, I find it fascinating because we can have all these voices going on, and sometimes if we just say, okay, I hear you voices, they all go, oh great, okay, I'm being heard. All right, great, I get to quiet down and just connect, right? I just get to connect. And so this place that we come into, that deep yearning from inside, is the inherent part of you that has it all already. And that's the profound thing of thinking that, our mind is like, whoa, like, how do I manage that? Like, it's already right here. It's already, it's already here. All right, well, how come I don't see it? How come I don't feel it? And then we go, right, here's the invitation. Here's the invitation to let it percolate, to let it open. And that's what's happening right now so profoundly on our planet, is those percolations. For some are like really big bubbles, boom, like here you go. And some are just like, these bubbles, okay, here's a little piece, here's a little piece, here's a little piece. But that's that knowing that you already are creator, that you're the God, you're the goddess, you're the priest, the priestess, you're the divine union of it all. And it's saying, just play. Let's work together. Let's create a space of unity in the mind and the heart, so that we're having this conversation. And we're not separating ourselves from what we think our purpose or our mission is in the world from ourself. It's right here in every moment. You are right here in every moment, right? Your body, your breath, your awareness is right here in every moment. And sometimes I get it. It can be hard to believe that, right? Because circumstances in life maybe haven't felt so good. Or maybe we've made decisions that were like, maybe that wasn't the best decision. So it's like, how do I trust? And that's the power that we can come into when we're in that space of recognizing ourselves, is that if we are going to limit ourselves by our self-judgments, by those places, by bounding ourselves up, then we won't be able to remember What was underneath those decisions? Yeah, there was maybe some lessons or some things that needed to come forward. And can we accept the wholeness of ourself through that? Can we accept the wholeness of ourself through everything that we're learning and growing, and shift from this static sense of the self to the infinite self? That we don't have to put the pressure or the on ourselves to have this or have that or do this or that's in this physical body. You know, a friend of mine calls it his spacesuit. When I shift from this spacesuit to another spacesuit, it's like that's exactly it. We're on a planet floating, orbiting through space in our spacesuit, having an experience. And eventually we're going to choose to shift from this spacesuit to a different experience and embody a new suit, whatever that's going to be. And can we kind of allow ourselves to unbound ourselves, where we're not loving ourselves, where we're choosing not to know ourselves, and unbound ourselves from this pressure, this idea that it's this one thing. And it's got to happen now, and it's got to happen in this life, and it's got to happen in this way. When our purpose is ever growing, ever expanding, ever journeying, ever moving. And that each moment, the blueprint of our soul is like, I'm right here, crystallized in its perfection. Do you want to connect with me? I'm right here. So it's just that purpose of the self engaging with the self, our self being the reflective self, the mirror self. That right now I'm just a part of you saying, hey, let's remember, and let's remember together. Let's remember how to know ourselves again. Let's remember how to love ourselves again. Let's remember how to embody the unified perfection of self again. Because we've done it before, or else we wouldn't be here. Our soul and source knows it. And that's the process that we can go into, is this, the changes of reality to bring yourself to create your reality. So one of the things that we're learning to do is shift, the pains that we've had from our lives into love, our struggles into choice. Our unknowings into knowings. And that's the courage. It takes great courage to make these changes. And what our source crystallized self is reminding us is that power, that courage to tap into it. If we can recognize ourselves as the purpose of the all and everything, having this experience, then we can open ourselves to that infinite possibility to access whatever frequency, whatever quality, whatever experience that we need in the moment. And how beautiful. Some of you recognize that, wow, I was thinking that and I really tapped into that. And then boom, this, showed up. A friend mentioned something to me, or I saw it in a commercial, or, showed up in a class, or whatever it is. Boom. It's like, yep. Here we are in this reflective, powerful reality, always reflecting ourselves to ourselves. We're in our primordial state, this beautiful I am state. We can tap into that more and more, that I am presence. Then that authentic, simple experience naturally expresses. And that's the power of choosing yourself in every moment. If you can choose those little nudges. Oh, yeah, okay, in this moment, I'm going to choose, it's a little scary, but I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to open that space of my body and my mind and my emotions to say yes to that. A little uncomfortable. I'm going to do it. Maybe it's a lot uncomfortable. I'm going to do it. Whew. And the relief that comes when we do, right? because it's fascinating how our bodies and our systems have been programmed, where we just stay in these like routines and containers, right? We're just like boop, 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 we just keep going. And then all of a sudden, like, oh wait, right, I was gonna do that, or I was feeling that, and ooh, what just happened? So this is that opportunity to recognize where we are staying, when we reflect on ourselves as our purpose, and we go, oh wait, is this thing in my container really relevant or aligned or balanced or in harmony with what my heart is feeling, what's calling me from within? And if not, then maybe we just need to do some, fall cleaning, some autumn cleaning. And all right, let's just shift that. Maybe we need to move it to another part of the house, another part of our reality, another part of our awareness, so that we have a different relationship with it. So what I feel is that asking, that yearning, from myself, from my experience, that yearning that comes from within, that yearning that so deeply calls us. You feel that. You feel that. And sometimes it makes us sad, or sometimes it makes us happy, or sometimes it makes us angry, or sometimes it makes us frustrated, or sometimes it feels overwhelming, right? All these things. We can just honor all of those things and say, yeah, that's part of that's a part of growth. That's a part of opening. And that's what's happening, is that opening, 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 opening. Our bodies and the geometry of our reality is built for this. And so that's where we can fall back maybe onto the trust. Like, wait, right, this reality was designed. My body was designed. My consciousness was designed. My heart was designed. I designed this soul life in this body for this. Can I trust in that? My infinite intelligence and wisdom and love designed this. Wow. I'm pretty powerful. I'm the one that said yes to this design. I'm the one that also collaborated with everybody else here in this space, in this circle, to design this moment. Wow, we're amazing. We're amazing. So it's really calling upon that place within that recognizes this calling of yourself that you can bring into your awareness, into your reality, that really says yes to you. And in any lifetime, that is the true, most fundamental purpose of all. And then, as we say yes to the self, then that other part of our purpose can open up and expand. However it is that we're meant to, be in relationship, or whatever we're meant to pursue as maybe a job, a career, a lifelong offering, an experience, and then being open to that even evolving and changing over time. Like, I know some of you here probably have had maybe multiple different types of, jobs, or, things that you've done in your life because you've changed and you moved on, or things happen. You're like, oh yeah, that. For me, my expression of doing this has changed over the years. I'm different. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm evolving. And there's a deeper sense, like the more I surrender and say willing to that yes of the heart, oh, so incredible. It's so incredible just to deepen into that and letting the awarenesses, and just give me one moment. Hang on a second here. So, in the fluidity of life, it's allowing that fluidity to where we can allow the unfolding. So, when we talk about resolving or clearing or having these things come up for us, in life that we're just like, oh, I want to be done with that, or I'm not sure about that, or it's like something that's challenging. It's like each one of those layers can only come at the moment where your consciousness can really take it in and have that deep understanding. And then poof, there's big change that happens. Right? Because we take these little, every step builds upon each step. Every choice builds upon each choice. And so it's these incremental place where we're choosing and learning. And that purpose of each moment is to go, okay, are my choices right now, are my thoughts right now, are my emotions right now, are my actions right now in alignment with what my heart is speaking right now, but what my truth is speaking right now? And if so, great. And if not, how can I adjust? So sometimes we can look at our purpose as ourself and then see that longer term view. Okay, right now I have this longer term view of, oh, I'd like to be doing this or have that or create that maybe in the next week, in the next month, in the next year, in the next 5 years, whatever it is. We have these deeper senses of what we want to create. So then we say, okay, can I be open to that changing and also open to it as a possibility and also open into each moment to connect in with myself, to allow myself to stand within the energetic, to stand within the unity of the mind and the heart and the body, to create, to be that. And flow with that, even on the days where we feel stuck or we feel like nothing's moving or the choices we made aren't bringing reaping the rewards or the thoughts or the, experiences that we thought might happen. Saying, okay, but I'm still going to keep moving, still going to keep choosing, because that will shift too. I was reading one of the books my son is reading right now that we read together. There was a little girl that had this idea that the money her mother left her upon her death was going to be able to buy her this big piece of land and property because she wanted to be in nature and she wanted to have this thing. And, she was just so wishful and grateful for it. And not knowing actually how much was in that chest, she made an offer to buy someone's land, that she walked by because it was for sale and she thought it was so beautiful. And then realizing, her grandmother telling her there's not, there might not be that much there. So the girl was like, yesterday, all I wanted to do was sing and dance because I felt so happy that I was going to be able to do this thing. And today, now I just feel terrible and horrible. I'm not going to be able to do this thing. And the grandmother's like, yeah, well, we have sunny days and we have rainy days. The clouds always part and the sun always comes out again. That the things that we may have or want may not come in the ways that we think we want them to, or that they may. So the essence of our purpose is to stay within the essence of it, to stay within the quality of it, to stay within the energy of it, to stay within the frequency of it. So we are that vibration. So whatever it is meant to be, because maybe it's going to be something very different, but greater or more amazing than what we thought. So that we're this unbounded, this limitless. So we're not bounding ourselves. Our purpose is to unbound ourselves, become that limitless being, to bring in, to welcome those frequencies and thoughts and feelings and be able to move with them. If it's a rainy day, take a break. Go, yeah, okay, yeah, those things. Yeah, I'd like to do those things, but maybe I just need to settle in for a rainy day. Cozy up, relax, watch a movie, read a book. Not think that I got to keep putting my focus on this thing, because if we keep putting our focus on this thing and we're just driving ourselves crazy, right? I've got to become this. I've got to do that. I've gotta. Woo. Let's just breathe that one out. And then when it's sunny and we feel inspired, great. Write it down. Write it down. Create your map. So on those rainy days, you can read it and be like, oh, right. There it is. There it is. And I'm just going to take a break. It's all right there. It's all right here. So, in this opportunity, we're going to go into a meditation to where we can start tuning in to this living consciousness of the self, this deep living consciousness of the self that you're creating your life from, that its purpose is always right here guiding, always right here allowing you to say yes to yourself. And we're going to just work into those subtleties, because that with this opportunity that we're remembering, we're remembering how to do this again. And so that's when it's kind of like coming at, connecting with yourself like a child. You're remembering, you're learning something new. You're going to beat yourself up while you're learning something new. Like, hopefully not, sometimes that happens, but, and then we have to okay, compassion, right? We're learning something new. Right. It takes some time sometimes for it to fit the mind, for the consciousness to click, for our habits or the newness to take form. We're learning. And the world, the world is ready. The cosmos is ready. Source is ready. The earth is ready. Everything is ready for you. Everything is ready for you. Party's happening. I want you to take the invite and step inside and celebrate. And that we can release that judgment of the not here, there, not here yet, not there yet. Saying, I'm right here. I am. I am. I am right here. Nothing's lost. I am here. I'm here. Yeah. So this is the sacred space of self, the sacred space of honor, the sacred space of, having reverence for yourself. Reverence for the remembering, the coming alive. Yeah. Martha, I just learned today that everything that shows up for me is for me. Yeah. Beautiful. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So this is where we come back when we bring ourselves as our purpose. We bring ourselves into our, as one person stated it the other day that I really liked those two words together, was inner authority. It brings us into our inner authority. We're guiding. We're strong. We're the power. Nothing outside of us is. Yeah, we may have guides. We may have, we may have people, like we're all sitting here together. You're listening to me, yammer on. Holding sacred space, we all have our guides to reflect what's being said and felt inside of us. It's for us. We're creating all of this for us. And I appreciate the presence because it's exciting. It's exciting for us to gather. It's exciting for us to see who wants to show up in yourself, to show up for yourself. I show up for you. I show up for me. I show up for the all and everything. So are you right here and now. You're showing up for the all and everything, which is you. No separation. Yeah, celebrate that. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. And welcome anything that you heard, anything that you felt, anything that came alive for you that's inspiring or feeling good, just to breathe into that and feel where you're experiencing that connection. And maybe if something's a little off, just breathe with that too and welcome. Welcome the opportunity. Welcome the opportunity to breathe with it. If there's some tension or contraction, just breathing with it and inviting it to just have some space to listen to it. What's there? Maybe you're experiencing a little bit of both. Welcoming that breath to be with both, your breath to be with both. To say yes to all of it. Say yes to all of it. Inviting the part that's expanding and opening. The part that's expanding and opening to embrace any parts that are contracting. To invite it into the expansion or to the connection, the embrace of you, and embracing yourself, part that's maybe feeling a little challenge. And inviting the awareness that all of it, the expansion, the contraction, the ebbs and the flows, are all a part of you, all a part of the purpose, all a part of your remembering. Opening to the invitation to remember that wholeness of self. The invitation to the wholeness. The invitation that each moment is an opportunity to just remember more, to know more of yourself, to love more of yourself, that you're choosing to listen. Have quality time with yourself, to have quality time with your thoughts, to have quality time with your heart, have quality time with your body. The remembering is this quality of being. Just noticing where you may be in alignment with that quality of being. Just having gratitude for that part of yourself that's choosing to have that remembrance and this quality of being of yourself. Deeply breathing into the quality of self. Deeply breathing into the opportunity to know yourself deeper through this. That your heart speaks, your body speaks, your soul speaks. Just tuning in and listening to the quietness of that voice within. Noticing where it wants to speak through you. Is it your heart? Is it your body? Is it the mind? Just noticing and giving yourself the opportunity to let that part of you speak, releasing any ideas of where it has to come from or should come from, just welcoming where it is within you. inviting this as your purpose. You, this inner self, this body that your inner self engages with, that lives within your temple, your body. The purpose. It is your life. It is life. Inviting to remember the simplicity of connecting. Your authentic, beautiful voice within. Inviting the opportunity to remember. Breathing into the body, that your body, the essence of you that flows through every particle of your body is love. And the purpose is to remember this love that you gave yourself to be in life. Allowing where it wants to flow within you, to open and expand within you. The initial moments of life itself are built upon this love you have for yourself. Support you, to guide you, to remind you of your unlimitlessness, your infiniteness, and the growth, strength, and the courage that you are to say yes to yourself. Allowing this to go into any places where you may still be feeling a little bit of pain or struggle or challenge with yourself around life itself. Invite this inherent love to say, I hear that, I see that, I feel that. What part of that can be loved right now? What part of that can we bring compassion or forgiveness into? What part of that can we open to as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to expand? To use it as a strength. Communicate with it as a strength. Ah, ah, ah. Being the essence of compassion and love for yourself. This is part of the purpose of life too, is to bring compassion and forgiveness for self. Allow the self to be able to feel the relaxation, the inner peace, the inner contentment, the inner connection through the compassion for self. welcoming in from within you, where that percolation of love and life and inspiration and yearning and desire for you is coming from. That's the essence of your truth. That has everything it needs to support your mind and your heart and your body to come into alignment with your essence. Just feeling that within you, anywhere that you know it's been, you can feel it in your body, or maybe it's thoughts or emotions, or it's coming from your energy body, just noticing and welcoming. Saying, hello, friend. Hello, friend. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me, for always being here with me. Thank you that we have the opportunity to meet and connect and grow together. Whatever part of you is willing to listen and connect with you, yourself as your friend, open to that listening, opening to that willingness, saying yes to the growth, saying yes to the guidance that's possible here when there are those rainy days. That the remembrance can be the foundation. This essence can be your foundation to stand upon. Just welcoming that through your breath, through your body. Every cell of your body is coming alive with this memory of knowing. Even more, even more, and even more. Just taking a moment to listen. Notice, to feel, however it is that you are. Sometimes we listen, we can hear, sometimes we can feel, sometimes we see. Being open to however it is you're receiving yourself in this moment. Letting that be okay and just breathe with it. Maybe it's just an energy. That's beautiful. Taking your hand in your hand from within and out, letting yourself remember this deep place within. It is you. It is your purpose. It is guiding. It is strong. It is able. It is true. That is limitless. That is love. It is wise. Powerful. Clear. Breathing in. Maybe with this, tuning into your intention at the beginning, or an intention that you would like to make that will support, or maybe bringing up an image or a color or something that will support you in remembering this space, remembering this knowing, call upon, support you if needed in any moment. Welcoming that to also be a living memory within your mind, within every cell of your body, within your memory. Have it as a prompt when needed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And letting this again, bringing that light. Maybe you can use your color or your image and just welcoming that into the center of your body. Flow from the top of your head down through the center channel of your body. Center of your head, the center of your neck, upper torso, mid torso, lower torso, to bring all of this into a grounded, embodied state of self. Welcome it through the floor, the ground, again into the invitation of into the heart of Mother Earth. Being your energy, again, just settle. And if you need to, if you feel really expanded, just welcoming and inviting your energy body to come closer to your physical body, above, below, and all sides, front, back. Welcoming yourself to center. Welcoming yourself to feel the centered space of self. And welcoming a golden light to flow out before you and behind you. And that golden light behind you flows out and clarifies anything that needs to be clarified on any level of your being, any time, space, dimension, timeline. And welcoming that to flow up into source. Welcoming it to flow down through your center channel. And welcoming to flow down into earth, and welcoming that golden light to flow before you through all that you're becoming and all that you are. And letting that flow up into source, down through your central channel, the infinite light of life that you are. It has all it needs in every moment, through the perfection of your living consciousness in all ways. Beautiful. And just taking a deep breath, finding a centered space within you, feeling your hands and your feet, finding that centered place within you from which you can choose to open your eyes to the space around you from this deep space, remembering this as the lens that you look through, the perspective that you look through into your life. And just taking your time. It'll take a few minutes for you to come into this space. If you need to, you can drink some water, take some notes, move your body a little bit. Welcoming the beauty of yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Hannah. Muchas gracias. Beautiful space of love. Thank you for offering your light to brighten our collective lights. Absolutely. Thank you for being here with us, Hannah. Yes. 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 We are here as collective to share our light. I'd love to hear from anyone. You can put in chat, or if you're on YouTube, you can put it in the comments. Anything that you received or felt you'd like to celebrate, or maybe something you need guidance with. Yes. So when we connect with ourself as our purpose, we naturally become and know ourselves. And a lot of times we know ourselves from things that happened earlier in life. They're like, I remember that. That's who I am. Wow, that essence or that quality of being that maybe got, just put on the back burner along the way. Right. And now we're going, right. I was just thought, and a remembrance came through in the meditation for me, where it was like, wow, how sometimes we make a decision, we choose something, and we go through it and we're like, maybe that wasn't really, and then as time goes on, we're like, oh wow, look what happened through that. Look what came through that. Look what happened, and in a positive light, or an aligned light. So just remembering that when we're in the moment, of life. Yeah, Lisa, Olivia, this remembrance feels like a coming home. Thank you so much. Yes, it is coming home to yourself. Yeah, Ron, this was so beautiful today and peaceful. Yeah, I'm feeling that too. It's like, I can feel you all just dropped right in. It was like, this soothing, peaceful energy. So yeah, please share and chat. Lisa, I saw a little me holding a lighted old style candle in a holder, and the message shining my light. Oh, beautiful. I love that. So sweet. Martha, thank you so much for this beautiful reminder of who we are. Blessings to you, Kristen. Thank you, Martha. Appreciate you. Jan, Janine, yes, thank you, Kristen. My path is clear. Feeling love expand with my heart to all that is beautiful. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Isn't it incredible? When we can come into these collective spaces and feel this energy together, and how much it helps us, feel that beauty, that space, that connection, and how real it is. I think sometimes when we kind of get in life, that's the forgetfulness sometimes that happens, that we have to kind of remember again, oh, wait, this is what's real. This is what's real, and it's funny. It's like, I remember sometimes hearing people say, well, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to just sit and be. I don't have time to feel. I don't have time to listen. I don't have time, and it's like, okay, I get that. I get that. I've been there. And it's like, what's the prior? What's the essential? What's the essential piece of life? When we do take this time, how much more it supports us in, what we're creating in life, what we're interacting with life, what we're being in life, who we're being in life, and what we want to create in life. It gives us that energy and that space and that clarity and that foundation. And it's just, wow. Wow. Yeah. Does anyone else want to share? I'd love to hear more or if you have a question. Yeah. And the pace. And the pace for the peace. Yeah. And the pace of life. Yeah. Get to slow down, get to be, right? That was a big lesson for me, was slowing down. I was, constantly wanting to move, stillness. Stillness was something that I had to really allow myself to have, because I had so much energy. I had so much going on in my head that I was like, all right, let's go do this, let's go do that. And so I was focusing on like all these little things that I could do, but I never sat with myself to allow myself to let all of those things just settle, and then tune into what's the priority. Wait, then I can bridge the doings of life with this greater aspect of the self, this greatness that wants to have some expression with myself, with me, go take a walk in nature. Let's sit down. Let's take a nap. Let's do whatever it is, right? It took a bit and it's beautiful. Let's see. Mary, yeah, all my connections with you have been just wonderful. Oh, thank you. Deep, cleansing, caring, full of love. Thank you for coming into my life. The last 2 days have been full of some shocks and reacting to a close friend sort of turning on me. Yeah, well, having gratitude, Mary, for being with me and with our community and with all of us. And glad you found us too. Wow. And just sending you some compassion and love. I know relationships. Wow. I think it's, one of our greatest lessons, in life. Our connections in life can bring us the greatest gifts and the greatest sorrows sometimes, greatest challenges. And that's where, we go into that space of caring for the self and choosing how we're going to react, how we're going to be, how we're going to feel while we're allowing our feelings and all of that comes alive for us in those experiences. It's not easy, and it kind of challenges sometimes our definitions or ideas of what friends and relationships are. And sometimes we also have to allow that, people change or people make decisions based on things that maybe they're struggling with and they don't know how to sort it out. So they're, in reaction, right? So it's so just holding you in that, Mary. Yeah. Ray, connecting into the pace that suits our being in connection to the whole aligned, divine, spontaneous, and deep love. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that poetry there. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The pace that suits our being. Yeah. Yeah. Let's not be in a rush to become this or that or to do this or that, I mean, sometimes we might feel that, ooh, I got this inspiration. I got to go, action time. Great, do that, and then also, you know, recognize when things aren't moving and we're just kind of settling in and we're dancing with the energy, we're moving with the energy, we're listening, we're taking the time, we're taking the moments, to allow it to have its expression. A lot of times we put that pressure on ourselves to be the expression rather than the expression having its flow through us. And that's that authentic space where we're giving the mind over, we're giving the thought patterns over to how it really wants to be, right? And how we really want to be. That's that essence of ourselves speaking. Yeah. Spontaneous. Yeah, Mary, continuing. I knew it was a test and I had to get in touch with what is my truth. Who am I really? So I stood my ground and we realized that she had misunderstood my words completely. Whew, we got through it. Hallelujah. Welcome. Beautiful. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. And that's the perfection of life, right? Where we get to communicate. Communication is key. And that's why we keep talking about this remembrance. It's a communication. It's a communication. And that's where we stand in that space. Am I willing to listen? Am I willing to speak? Am I willing to hear? Am I willing to take it? Am I willing to be with it? Yeah. Take that pause and be and listen. Then speak our truth. And that's powerful. It's powerful. And that's what I align with. It's like, let all relationships be that, where we can speak our truth, listen to each other and work it out. And that's what we're doing with ourselves. We're working it out with ourselves, right? we're having to say, all right, yep, we did that, or yep, I said that, or yes, I'm not doing this, or yes, we're working it out. That's the greatest relationship we can ever have, is with ourselves. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. And that's what I had to do in my slowing down, was develop a relationship with myself. Okay, all right, what's making me want to get up and move all the time and do this and do that, but not really focus on what's really the energy that's making me want to get up and move? Because it wants me to get up and do something, but I keep doing all these other things. What is that? Right? Had to sit and listen. Yeah. And I had that too. I had those moments of, oh, I got to do this thing out in the world. There's this thing calling, there's this thing calling, and it's out there, it's over there. And then when I finally realized, no, wait, right, it's right. Well, wait a minute, if I am going to be doing that, and all these messages are coming from within me, then maybe oh, right, I am. It's that whole I am presence, right? I am the I am, and then everything follows from there. Everything has its expression from there. We're turning it around, we're flipping it around, we're flipping the script, right? From everything out there to everything in here first. Yeah. Anybody else want to share through chat what you're experiencing? Comment on YouTube. What thoughts, what feelings, what experiences came alive for you? Yeah. Mm. The world is called, the earth is right here. I feel her. She's just like, yeah, yeah, this is what life is. This is what life is. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for allowing yourself that. Yeah, Louise, your words were perfect for me. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I think that we bring it back to the simplicity, right? That when we recognize the truth of life, your truth is recognizing my truth is recognizing your truth. And really, at the fundamental basis, the truth is the same. Truth is the same. And then from there, we have our unique expression through that truth. And that's the fun. That's where we get to play. That's the play in life. What colors do you want to wear? How do you want to move your body? How do you want to speak? How do you want to express? That's the play. I think you want to go out and explore. Who do you want to connect with? And in all of that, it's our truth. And kind of before it was the opposite, our identity, what we wore, what we thought, we had to put so much emphasis on that. Now we get to, have the collage of life and choose from there. Yeah. Janine, I am trusting myself. Crystal, she's like, I'm listening to you at work, decided that was not the best idea. Yeah. Taking you away from your work, maybe. Yeah, that's okay. Take the essence with you and feel it and let the frequency support you. Thank you for being here with us. Yeah. Yeah. So we created such a beautiful, divine, sacred space. I'm just really honoring you all for tuning in and welcoming yourself to this space. And so, in a way, I want to bridge this sacred space. I'm just honoring that I'm recognizing that we've created a very connected, sacred, honoring space of our truth. And also wanting to honor that. Now, I want to share something with you that can allow us to connect more and deepen in this space more together. For me, I've been tuning into life as everything as a sacred space. Everything is a sacred and divine space. And sometimes, yeah, I falter from that. And sometimes I'm right there with it. Or sometimes I'm like, oh, wait, I started to move away from it. Get back into it, right? How am I honoring each moment when I'm just brushing my teeth, or I'm doing the homeschooling with my son and I'm watching him learn and I'm watching him grow, or I'm cooking, or I'm, you know, driving somewhere? That it's all a sacred space, that we're all honoring our life through each moment, that it's all a part of that truth within us. Why are we choosing to drive here? What's the essence or the quality that I want to drive with? What's the essence or quality that I want to show up with to where I'm going? How do I want to be in this moment? So really remembering that every moment can be a prayer, every moment can be a blessing, every moment is the opportunity for that sacredness, for that communication, for that remembrance, for that coming home to the self. Yeah, thank you for being here. Love you. Janine, thanks for your community gatherings, helping expanding consciousness. Absolutely. So I appreciate everyone here. And I also want to bridge this sacred space into, yes, it's our only moment, Luis. Absolutely. Perfectly said. So I just want to share with you that You Are Your Purpose came to me as, a whole life shifting concept for me at one point in my life, as I was saying earlier. And then as I got the message to do this next Unity Consciousness event, it was like, and that's it. Like, okay, all right, we're doing that. However, that energy and frequency wants to flow, through the field and through the conversation, through all of that. And I was just sitting with it one day, and as the Unity Consciousness event was happening, and I was like, let's honor this. Let's honor this as a continuance. Let's honor this as a space that we can invite people into, as a gathering, as a group, as a weekly group that can support us in that deep remembrance, in the knowing, in the loving the self, to bring ourselves, as you were saying earlier. I want to say your name. Uh, yes, Lisa Olivia, coming home. And so this is an experience of offering, an 8-week journey of You Are Your Purpose, remembering to know, love, and embody yourself, where we get to connect, to do just what we did in even deeper ways, even deeper connections, even deeper, processes, to support the essence of yourself coming alive in your truth. And so we're going to delve into each one of these things of purpose, of remembrance, of knowing, of loving, of embodying. And I've been getting, ever since I said yes to it, I've been getting a lot of downloads, and I'm really excited to share those pieces with you. And so we have an opportunity to gather in this. And so I'm inviting you into that space with me. And we begin in a couple of weeks. And so for those of you who have joined me in groups before, one person described it as like every time we meet, it's a ceremony. It's just such divine, sacred space where I get to come out with more awareness of myself, more clarity of myself. And how beautiful that is, that we get to do this together here, and then we get to be in smaller groups. And that's one of the things I love to do, is create these and connect these into smaller groups. So this is a group where in each time that we gather, you get individual attention. Everyone gets individual attention within the group space, because of how powerful it is that we share each other and we open up with each other. And wow, the change and the shifts that happen with that, the engagement that happens, the relationships that happens, the mirroring and the reflection and the growing and the potential energy that supports everybody in that space. And as you see, we've been in bigger groups. Most of you in this space have been in bigger groups with me. But imagine this in like a smaller container where your voice is heard, you're felt, you're held, you're seen. And that's what we do in these journeys. So I keep them as smaller groups and containers to do that. And so this 8 weeks that I'm inviting you into is a structure where we're going to meet twice a week. One is going to be longer, to where we go into deeper process. The other gathering is going to be where we integrate and you get to receive even more support. And we do that. And it's just an 8-week continual process. So how we are doing this is what I like to do in this time is I'm offering this container of what initially came to me was $9.99 for the 8 weeks. And then it was like, I know that different people are on different spectrums. So we're going to do a $7.99 to $9.99 sliding scale. And I also have payment options as well. So if you're like, oh, I can't do it all at once, I'm creative. And so people that have been in groups with me before, they know, like, I'm creative with you. We talk, we figure it out. Because if your heart's calling and the alignment's there for you to be in the space, and I feel that, then I engage with you to make it happen. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about alignment and making sure that everyone's nourished in the way that they need to be to allow this space to be, full and sacred and divine in the ways that it is. So, like I said, we begin on November 22nd. So if this is something you're interested in, email me, say yes, I'll send you details. If you want to chat because you're like, I'm curious, I want to know more, I need to kind of figure some things out, let's get on a call. Let's get on a call. Let's talk. Let's get on a call and talk. So just email me and let me know, where you're at and what you want to explore. I've had some people just like, yes, they're in. And it's like, yes, great, let's go. And, so I'm excited for us moving forward together, because I know that part of my purpose here is this, to lift up humanity and to bring us into our purpose of ourself, to love ourself so fully, so purely, that we just get to deepen our connection, that we get to resolve the places where we've bound ourselves up in love, we've separated ourselves from ourselves, to bridge those gaps and create a fluid flow of the divine pure self into the moment of the self now. This is the world we're moving into. This is the world we're moving into. This is the world we get to create. And the more of us that gather and do that together, we're the force field. We're the force field, not just for the world and the cosmos, but for yourself. So what would it be like for you to matter the most to you and take the time and the essence and the energy, to create that for yourself, to move forward in life? So stable and strong and powerful and clear. That's what we're offering here. Yeah. Offering. And I can feel some of you that have been in my groups just smiling and like, yep, and a couple of you nodding, like, yep. We know that space. We know that space. So thank you. I'm going to send out some more details with the, with the replay. I'm going to send out the replay. I do need to transition to, I have a call with my wonderful virtual assistants just to clear some things up from the event and do all of that. I'm so grateful for them. They're so amazing. So I love you all. And I'm going to be sending some information in the replay out. Please email me with any concerns, questions, your yeses, want to have a chat, tell me, we'll schedule it. So I love you all. May you go forth in your day with this deep remembrance, clarity, centeredness, focus, and love in all that you are. So much love to you. Blessings and much peace. I look forward to connecting with you. And those of you who are going to join the journey, looking forward to being with you. So connect with me. Love you all. Bye-bye.